Hi, my name is Angelina Hendraka, and I am the Chief Accounting Officer of Redis. So Redis is an enterprise-grade data platform company. The reason why I was interested in Torio several months ago is because I used to work for a CFO who was very, very focused on cash and collections. So I learned a lot from working with him, and I learned the importance of knowing when your cash is going to come in and how you forecast your disbursements in order to make sure that you minimize that amount that you have to draw down from your line of credit. And that turns out to be great in interest rate environment that is really high, like right now. And so that brought me to today when I moved to Redis. And I looked at my collections team, and instead of having an army of collectors that I did before, I only have a team of one. And we have a pretty high volume of transactions. And because Redis is a growing company, that volume is increasing. So having a team of one and not really having the budget to expand the team necessitated me to look at a tool like Tesorio that can actually help us automate some of those collection motions. I talked to my collections person yesterday, and he told me that he could not imagine life before Tesorio. So I thought that was great. My experience working with Tesorio has been amazing. So I was super happy to find out that it actually only took us about 4 weeks before we were able to start using the tool. And the customer success manager and the implementation person that was assigned to our account was very, very helpful. And she was able to help us realize the value of Tesorio very quickly. So how we quantified the value of the benefits that Tesorio got is really around the coverage. How many of our customers or how many of our accounts receivable we were able to finally touch. Because before, I mentioned we have a team of one. He would focus on the high value invoices and not so much on the smaller dollar value invoices because, the effort's still the same, right? But with Tesorio, we were able to get so much more insight into our invoices the way that we weren't able to before. And of course, I said this multiple times, the automation of the collection outreaches are just amazing. In my personal experience using Tesorio, it has impacted me in two ways. The first one is efficiency, right? Being able to not add headcount and still have so much more coverage in how we perform outreach to customers has been transformational. The second thing is insight. Again, be able to have a dashboard that actually sees what our accounts receivable looks like, how much of these got collected within 30, 60, 90 days was amazing for us. And I started using the data in Tesorio to even make decisions on whether I want to approve extended payment terms for new customers and for existing customers. I was able to go into Tesorio, look up the specific customers and understand their collection pattern. So to the extent they are slow payers, I would be a lot more hesitant to grant them extended payment terms versus a customer that has traditionally paid on time. So my favorite feature of Tesorio is the forecasting tool. So for a while now, my team has struggled in figuring out how much of these cash or how much of these accounts receivable would get collected in quarter. But that forecasting tool was great because it was able to, again, identify the behavior of the customers and make predictions of when a particular accounts receivable invoice is going to come in. I actually have talked about Tesorio to a number of other controllers and chief accounting officer that serve companies with our level of size and complexity. I would recommend Tesorio to any company that wants to have a lot more efficiency in their collections without necessarily having the budget or the human resources to do it.